Hi, so as you can see, I'm on the middle of something, shooting a movie coming up, and while I was in that set, I thought that it would be a great chance to showcase the lens that is actually, not the lens, but the sensor that is shooting this entire movie. We are shooting it on the Google Pixel 7. Let me wait. Okay, this Pixel 7. Why, you might ask? Well, first, budget. But secondly, it's a good chance for the Pixel to showcase its ability through computational photography in the actual space of filmmaking and cinematography. So I thought that, hey, why not make a practical review on set, on the scene of the actual smartphone while using it, not just sitting on a desk and doing this, doing that, but actually using a phone on set, filming, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, join me as we film this Pixel 7, this time more professionally, more filmmaking, more cinematography, more cinematic in general. Okay, so this is our setup. These here are our talents, and what I'm trying to show you is the setup that we're having going on here. So this is the Pixel. We are shooting on the normal camera mode. I know it might seem uncinematic, but hey, if it works, don't fix it. And actually this camera quality is surprisingly good in handling overexposure and exposure changes in the weather, that stuff. But yeah, this is actually what we're going for here. Our setup, as you can see it, the Pixel in its full glory. Yes, so first of all, in the handleability, the portability, the me doing this, doing that, taking it here and stuff, I think that's the main reason why someone would want to shoot with a smartphone, because of it is so simple. Just take it everywhere, every places you're having a smartphone, and you might go many places not even having a warrant of shooting, and you might still shoot because it is a smartphone and everybody has smartphones. So yeah, that is the first phase of us shooting with a smartphone. By the way, talents are having a time of their life with makeup and stuff, but when you are on the actual set dealing with touching grass and dealing with stones, dealing with debris, something that comes up is durability. The Pixel here has this TPU case from the third-party store. I don't think it's the official Google case, but also we are having a screen protector here going on. So that's our setup. But surprisingly, I've thrown this phone there, thrown it here, and in many places and in everywhere, it is still holding it surprisingly well. In fact, it has a crack here on the screen protector, this crack here, but this crack is by no means brought by the actual set or the actual problems within set. It's something that from the owner, it came from the owner. So yeah, on durability and tractability, it's mostly the case, it's mostly on protector and that kind of stuff. So that is phase 2 of shooting. So phase 1 the camera, phase 2 the durability. Great, the Pixel checks that. By the way, when you're on set, remember to motivate talents. They're really great. Okay, something else about the Pixel is the lowered performances. This movie has many indoor scenes, but in those scenes, we are shooting on the Pixel with practically zero to no lights. Practically, I mean, we are having a ring light and that's all, some ambient lights, but surprisingly, the quality doesn't even have any sort of noise that comes from the camera. So yeah, you can see. So in the Pixel, lowered performance, great. Things great. I mean, everything about the Pixel on lowered performances has some computational photography going on, which really Google dialed down some thoughts. So another thing that you should be worried about when you're in set, when you only have a smartphone to deal with it as the camera, is the battery life, because some shoots can take a very long time to accomplish. So today when we were shooting, it's mostly a 9-hour shoot, but the Pixel handled it extremely well for nearly 5 hours from 100 to 0%. So that's nearly 5 hours of video playback plus live recording and live feed from the camera. Camera is right here, front facing camera. But yeah, you can see that the quality of the battery is mostly a champ, and we had to charge it for like a couple of minutes, a couple of 30 minutes to get from 0 to 50%, and that 50% lasted a whole 2 hours later. So yeah, you can see battery life as a filmmaking toolkit for the Google Pixel 7 is not an A+, but usable and mostly reliable for the longer session shoots. pillar number 4. I realized that back shot is my most favorite shot in a movie set, but okay, as we're winding up this shoot, so when you're shooting outdoor with a smartphone, there are some terrible conditions. That's why we use monitors in real sets, that's why we use matte boxes. But the problem of lens flares is there. The problem of the brightness of the screen is still there for screens that have a low nit rated screen. But for the Pixel 7, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's a place that it's usable, but sometimes you can miss seeing something because the screen is just too dim on an extremely bright sunlight. So on a director's perspective, on a cinematographer's perspective, sorry, the Pixel 7, my hot take is that I think it's built for this stuff. Some things like the clock speed and the watts just work naturally. I don't have to think about them. But on the actual set, I think they are meant for this kind of stuff. If you know what I mean. So yeah, that is my review on set on the Google Pixel 7, and I hope you stay safe and stay positive for the next coming days, and subscribe. Peace.